Hello everybody. Today we're going to be doing a rapid fire question video where I'm going to be asking my mom questions fast and she has to answer them fast. Yeah. So,
what are the rules?
The rules are that you have to answer the questions in under 5 seconds, as fast as you can.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it.
Alrighty, let's see. Let's get into it.
Alright, so first question is, why do you love God?
Why do I love God? I love God because am I allowed to repeat the question before I answer it?
No.
Okay, let's start all over.
First question, why do you love God?
Because he saved me a lot of times when I honestly would not have saved myself if I was God.
Alright, second question. What's your take of having kids / having me?
I think that having kids is great. Motherhood can be hard sometimes, or parenthood in general, and it can be because of many factors that have nothing to do with the child but just society and life and what you're supposed to do and the expectations of parents and children. But at the end of the day, when you have that child, it is a blissful thing to have that person whom you think or whom you believe you should love unconditionally and whom you get to love unconditionally.
Third question is, best compliment you ever received?
Ooh, let's just skip that. But if I had time to think, I would remember.
What's your secret talent?
Singing. It's not a secret talent, but it is a talent, and cooking. And I also used to play basketball and swimming and whistling. I can't whistle because I just had tangerine, but
drugstore makeup or designer makeup?
A good balance of both. So there's some, it wouldn't be designer really, because what you get in Sephora and MAC is a variant of like designer, but also a little bit high-end makeup, which is really good for your skin. So I would say a good mixture of that. I don't know about designer makeup like that. I don't know if things like Lancome counts as designer makeup, but a mixture of that. Sometimes I go into Walmart and I see a really good concealer that I'm like, oh, let me try, from Black Radiance or whatever. And then I see something from like, I don't know what other brands there are at Walmart that I have tried. NYX. Yeah, so a good balance. Yeah.
Your most embarrassing moment?
My most embarrassing moment was when I was once taken on a date to a restaurant. And maybe I've told you about this story. I went to it was like when these things came out, okay? So I was not very shady at that time. It wasn't that I didn't know stuff. It just was something I was not used to. I went to a nice restaurant and they brought, so before you eat, they brought us those little tablet thingies that you put water on and it blows up, and then you use it to wipe your hands. And I legit and thought it was something to eat. So when they put it in front of me, I was like, ooh, nice. And I really was going to go and eat that thing. And then the guy I was with was like, yeah, that's a hand towel. And I've watched a video like that, and I'm gonna put it here.
Mon conseil à vous?
Un vin blanc sec, comme un chardonnay par ici, c'est une très bonne année.
Le chardonnay?
Oui, très bien.
Bien sûr.
Très bien, je vous en prie, monsieur.
Parfait. Vous pouvez me goûter?
Très bien.
These look delicious.
Je sais pas. Ah, et légumes?
Nous avons des haricots verts ou des pommes de terre.
Les
I don't want to be critical, but this is very chewy.
Cool. You're eating a hand towel.
Just cleansing my palate. Jeez, you had to take me to such a dump. Come on, cheapskate.
Burger King was booked up.
To show you that that is exactly what happened to me.
Describe yourself in a hashtag.
God's got me. God's got me always.
What superpower would you want?
I would want to be invisible, because the number of things that I would be able to do, especially to my son JP right here, if I was invisible, crazy. I would be able to walk into any conversation, show up at his school, disappear from work, show up at his school without him knowing I'm coming, and then I would see how he behaves during the day at school.
What's the last book you read / what book are you reading right now?
I am reading a book by Charles Duhigg, and I had it here. I'm reading this book, The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. And actually I'm using it to teach, because I teach also, and this is the textbook that I'm teaching in this next module of classes that I'm going to be having for the next 2 weeks. And so I think that it's a really interesting book because it gives essential manuals and also uses research to show how habits are formed. Literally, it's pushing me to think more about, like, I've been saying I need to work out and stuff. It takes one habit, changing one habit, and that's what this book is all about. And I find it very, very, very worth it. Like, I find that it is worth the title, the New York Times bestseller. I think that he really hit every spot about picking up new habits and changing who you are to becoming a better and more impactful person in society.
How do you know you're in love?
When I am smiling every time I think about the person, when the person is not trying to impress me but is genuinely just a good person, when the person is not mean to people just because they're looking down, he looks down on them, or they look like people who he could never associate with. And also when I can spend hours without talking to you, but when we talk, or even days, but when we talk, it's like there's no disconnect. The connection is there, the communication is there. It does not have to be physical. We can be connected in very many other ways. And when it's a prayerful person, when I see this person really cares about my spiritual life, I am like, okay. Yep.
Small or big wedding?
Oh, I want a big wedding, but I also want a very intimate one. So big in size of number, no. I don't want a wedding that has so many people, but I want a wedding which is big in terms of maybe a getaway wedding, like a wedding getaway, like where a destination wedding, that's what it's called. I want something like that, or something nice and fancy, but also very intimate, where we have his family, my family, and very few close friends, people within our circles. So it's not something that we're gonna throw it out there for everybody. And I know it's crazy with Africans, especially, that we always need a lot of people at our weddings, but we don't really have to have them, you know? So a small wedding in terms of number, but big in terms of the things that we do with our close people and very intimate people.
Summertime or wintertime?
Oh, I love the summer. I hate winter. I really hate the snow. I hate how it leaves my car dirty after I've just washed it. I hate how it leaves the roads dirty. I hate everything about winter. The snow is beautiful when it's coming down. It's beautiful when it's just laying there pretty. But the cold, I don't like the cold. Secondly, I just don't like how it looks in the aftermath when it starts melting.
You're stuck in an island and can bring 5 things with you. What would you bring?
I'm bringing my Bible. I'm bringing my son. I'm bringing... You're like, why? Well, because I need someone to talk to. I am bringing food. I'm probably bringing a whole truckload of noodles, because noodles you can always heat it up with water under the sun probably and just eat it. And I'm also bringing water, a lot of water, because I cannot drink salty water from the ocean. And then I'm probably bringing a phone so that I can communicate with people. It doesn't have to have internet. I just need to be able to call or whatever. I don't know if it's gonna last forever because it's not gonna have a charger, but those are the 5 main things. I can survive without makeup and all this other stuff, I think.
Last piece of content that made you cry.
I actually just watched one right before this video, and I'm gonna put it here. But that video made me cry. So that video was students at, I think, Providence College. I don't know where it is, but it's somewhere here in the US. And the students raised $20,000 to give it to a security guard who lives in one of their dormitories, because the security guard has been so nice to them and is always sharing about his life, and he's always talking about how he wants to go back to Nigeria. He's from Nigeria, to visit his family. And they just set up a GoFundMe, spread the word, and created and came up with this fund, $20,000. The guy went all down on his knees, crying and just giving a whole speech. I'm gonna put it here, and then you guys are gonna watch. Yep.
Everyone's here. All right, James. So, where do I start? James, like, you're the GOAT. You're one of those people that like really care about, and you've made the PC experience so good for all of us. For myself, everyone here can testify to how good you are. And you told us a while ago that you wanted to see your family in Nigeria, that you haven't seen in a long time. So we came together, 4th Floor Ray started it, and we spread the word. We started GoFundMe because we take care of our own. That's what we do at PC. As long as I've been here, they've done that for me, done that for each other. So now we're doing it for you, part of the family. So our gift to you is a trip to Nigeria. So, so we have a card for you, and we also have a little gift inside. We just appreciate you, James. So we just hope you enjoy your gift, and we love you. You're part of the family.
Love you, James.
Love
you, James.
And you said you were feeling good today, too.
That's the last question.
Well, thank you so much, Jay. Thank you. What did you think about my questions?
They were good.
My questions were good.
Yeah.
The responses were fast enough. But ask me that one question that we skipped. Let me see if I can say it without having to think.
Which one was it?
We can come back to it now.
Oh, best compliment you ever received.
About me being able to speak my mind all the time. Yeah. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining this video. Let us know in the comments section what other questions you'd like to hear from me answer, or if you'd like Jay to answer questions, let me know too, because we're gonna force him into the camera. Have a great day and enjoy your week. God bless you. Bye.
All right.